Let's say China.
China.
There are next door neighbors, and you can actually see Russia from land here in Alaska.
Go over to China.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Trump statement, tweeting out insults to Angela Merkel. What's he doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host.
Yes. Hello, and welcome. I am James Andrews, and you are listening to So This Happened, the only news you need if your name is Kid Rock. It's Friday, the 14th of July, 2017, and yesterday, some truly horrifying news came out, and that is that Kid Rock is running for Senate. If you go to the website, kidrockforsenate.com, you will see it all there. The website features a fetching photograph of Kid Rock sitting in a chair with stars on it, and next to him is a stuffed animal, looks like it's a deer with some rather beautiful horns, and between the deer's legs is a painting of George Washington. He doesn't exactly look senatorial, but then again, look who our president is. Anyway, Kid Rock, you will remember, did go to the White House with Sarah Palin and Ted Nugent for dinner with President Trump, where they sat around that picture of Hillary Clinton and made some, faces at it and whatnot. So, is this for real? Hard to say, to be honest. He hasn't actually filed anything with the federal government to say that he is intending to run, but on Twitter today, he responded, lots of people have been asking about me, and, is it real? Is it true? And absolutely, yes, this is true. And stranger things have happened. In current memory, sort of November of 2016, I seem to remember something very bizarre happened. So, yeah, maybe Kid Rock for Senate. God help us all. And Donald Trump is back in the States after a brief trip to France. He arrived this morning, and he is heading straight to New Jersey, where he will be attending the US Women's Open. And it's hard to say whether he knows that that is a golf tournament, or whether someone said, Donald, do you want to go to the US Women's Open? And he said, Women, Open, I'm in, get me there. And in a truly presidential move, Jimmy Carter, who is currently in Canada building homes for Habitat for Humanity, which is a cause that he has been very loyal to for many, many years. Yesterday, he collapsed while building a house. It was dehydration. He was taken to the hospital, and this morning he was released from hospital, and what did he do? He went right back to building homes. So Jimmy, well done, mate. 92 years old, and he's building bloody homes. Fantastic. It was also reported this morning that he received an email from the White House asking if he would have any interest in building a wall. They didn't specify what wall, but they said, well, President Carter, you're very fond of building things, and, well, we have a bloody great big wall that we need to build. Interested? And Donald Trump's lawyer, Mark Kasowitz, has been in the news today. A stranger, just a member of the public, emailed him and said, you should probably resign and not be the president's lawyer because, well, you're not the most stable person in the world. And I read out the emails because they're just so good. This was the email that the gentleman, whose name has not been disclosed, sent to Mr. Kasowitz. Mark, very familiar, isn't it? You don't know me, I don't know you, but I believe it is in your interest and the long-term interest of your firm for you to resign from your position advising the president, re pending federal legal matters. No good can come from this, and, in fact, your name may turn out to be disparaging historical footnote to the presidency of Donald J. Trump. And in case you think I don't know how to read and can't talk, I just read that verbatim. Grammatical errors and all. Okay, so that wasn't me. That was this anonymous person. Anyway, 5 minutes later, Kasowitz sent him back an email, and it was short and to the point. It said, "Fuck you," sent from my iPhone. Mark Kasowitz, and then his address, which has been blacked out from here. And then 15 minutes later, Kasowitz apparently was getting really annoyed, so he sent another email. And that one said, "And you don't know me, but I will know you. How dare you send me an email like that? I'm on you now. You are fucking with me now. Let's see who you are. Watch your back, bitch." And then the man, and this is priceless, he then responded to Mark Kasowitz, and he just said, "Thank you for your kind reply. I may be in touch as appropriate." And then Mark Kasowitz continued to bully him. He sent another email which had his phone number, and it said, "Call me with the phone number if you want a conversation. I will have it with you. You are such a piece of shit. Call me. Don't be afraid, you piece of shit. Stand up. If you don't call, you're just afraid. Call me." And then just a little while later, Mark Kasowitz sent one more email, and this was referring to the gentleman's name, who we don't know, but it obviously had some Jewish heritage to it, because Mark Kasowitz wrote, "I'm Jewish. I presume you are too. Stop being afraid. Call me, or give me your number, and I will call you. I already know where you live. I'm on you. You might as well call me. You will see me, I promise. Bro." I love the bro at the end. It's awesome. And at this point in the email conversation, I don't know whether he is just angry at him or whether he is trying to elicit, dirty sex. "Call me, come on, please call me, I need you to call me. I'm Jewish, you're Jewish, we could get together. We don't even have to go to JewishSingles.com. We're right here. Call me, bro." It may have gone something like that, I don't know. And Trump Vader is here. He's at the window right now, and he wants to come in, but I can't let him in because we have some breaking news, which means we can play our awesome breaking news music. Hit it. It has just been announced that last year in the meeting that Donnie Jr. had with the Russian lawyer, also in attendance was a former Soviet counterintelligence officer. A little fact he neglected to mention when he was on the human colostomy bag, Sean Hannity's show, the other night. The former counterintelligence officer is now a Russian-American lobbyist, and the US officials suspect he has ongoing ties with Russian intelligence. Now, the chap's name is Rinat Akhmetshin, which I'm probably saying wrong, but there it is. Now, he told the AP news agency that he served in a Soviet military unit that was part of counterintelligence, but that he was never formally trained as a spy. Now, in court papers filed in the US District Court in Washington, D.C., which is where he currently lives, holding dual citizenship in Russia and the US, a mining company accused him of organizing a hack on its private records as part of an alleged smear campaign. The Russian-American was overheard in a coffee shop bragging about arranging the cyber attack on the firm's computer system. Now, Mr. Akhmetshin has denied these allegations, and the case was actually later dropped. But you can see why something like this is setting alarm bells ringing. Here's a man who had been accused of plotting a cyber attack on a company, meeting with Donald Trump Jr. to discuss the election, which we know was hacked by the Russians. That's fact at this point. Even Donald Trump has admitted that it might have been the Russians, it might have been the Bermudans, we don't know who it was, but somebody, it was the Russians. So now we have this whole new person that was in the room who Donald Trump Jr. made no mention of whatsoever. He told us that, Jared left after a little while. Paul Manafort was playing his fucking Angry Birds on his phone. And now we've got this whole new Russian man that was in the room. Now, to be fair, he may have been sitting with Paul Manafort giving him tips on Angry Birds. "Mr. Manafort, what you have to do is pull the sling back that far, let go. It will fly through air. It will land right there. It will hit house. House will fall. Fucking pig will die. That is how you do it. Okay? You get it now? So that's possibly what happened. I like to think that's what happened. And so there it is, breaking news. Fantastic. Can we hear the music one more time? Okay, that's enough. Thank you very much. And it is Friday, and as you know, on Friday I like to find one piece of really happy news to end on. So I have scoured the internet and I have come up with a blinder for today, an absolute fantastic story. This takes place in California, La Loma Hills to be precise. It involves members of the Colton Fire Department. They had been fighting a fire in the hills and for 8 straight hours. So they decided to take a break and head to their local Denny's for dinner. And Denny's is a diner, if you're not familiar with it. So while eating, an anonymous lady, someone we don't know who she is, and that's what makes this story so much cooler, she told the Denny's staff that she wanted to buy all the firefighters their meals. There were 25 of them in this restaurant. So she paid the bill, $355 for food, and then she left a $50 tip, and she bought a $100 gift card to buy dessert for the next round of firefighters who were arriving. So whoever you are, lady, well done. What a beautiful story. And I feel I should clarify, the firefighters didn't just say, right, that fucking thing's burning, but I'm hungry, so let's go get something to eat. No. Other firefighters were there. This was just 25 guys that had been there for 8 hours straight, putting out this fire, and they said, all right, we've got to take a break because we're fucking knackered. That means tired. We're really tired, so let's go get something to eat, and then we'll come right back. So they didn't say, oh, fuck it, just let it burn, I'm hungry. That wasn't the case. There was lots more firefighters there. It was just this group of 25 went to Denny's. And I'm sure you probably figured that out, and I didn't have to explain it, but I thought I better had, because, well, it was a happy story. And obviously if the firefighters had said, fuck it, leave the fire, let it burn, let's go eat, then it would have been an awful story. That's not what happened. So, great story, wonderful lady. Her reward will be, well, in heaven, if you believe in heaven, I suppose. Anyway, listen, it's the end of the program, and it is the end of the week. It's been a really great week. It's been packed full of information, and 2 days from now, who knows what will have been released, right? I mean, Putin might have been in the meeting with Trump Jr. for all we know, right? When we talk again Monday, who knows? Anyway, listen, thank you so much for listening. Have a great weekend, and go have yourselves a cocktail. Bye.
And you can actually see Russia from land here in Alaska.
You go over to China.